Welcome to Lone Star Pediatrics. I'm Dr. Bhargavi Kola, both certified pediatrician and fellow of Academy of Pediatrics. Our topic today is breastfeeding. Oftentimes, I get asked about the do's and don'ts of breastfeeding, especially by first-time moms. So today we're going to answer that questions and put your concerns at ease. So let's start with the basics. What are the advantages of breastfeeding for mom and baby? For baby, it is the best milk. Why? Because it's rich in immunoglobulins, proteins, nutrition. It's readily available. It's preservative-free, and it also passes on something called as passive immunity. So whatever infections mom was exposed to during her lifetime, she develops antibody against it, and these antibodies are readily transferred from the breast milk to the baby. So that's why it is the best milk. And not only that, breast milk prevents eczema, diabetes, and obesity for the child later on in life. Let's look at the advantages for mom. Mom loses her weight and she can get back to her pre-pregnancy weight very soon. It is free, so it does save at least a couple of $1,000 for formulas. Postpartum blues are better handled if you're nursing your baby. It does help mom with depression, and it does prevent breast cancer. So all in all, it's a win-win for mother and for the baby. So when do you actually have to think about breastfeeding? Is it at the delivery? Is it after delivery? No, it is before the baby is born. So you need to be determined that you will be a breastfeeding mother. You can talk about this during your prenatal consultation with your pediatrician, and they'll be happy to answer these questions. You can as well talk to your OB about this. So what are some challenges of the first-time mothers? Definitely latching is a big challenge. Everyone talks about breastfeeding being normal and natural, but it does come with some challenges. For first-time babies and first-time mom, the interaction can take anywhere from days to at least 2 to 3 weeks. You have to remember that this is a marathon. This is a developmental process where the baby slowly but steadily learns how to latch, and your body also gets used to the baby's suckling response. So it's not a sprint, my friend, it's a marathon. And as long as you're determined, you will get there. For breastfeeding, you need certain contractions and relaxation cycles, which then sends the signal to your brain to release a hormone called oxytocin, and that is the milk letdown hormone. So for this process to occur, it takes at least 60 seconds. And when the baby is really hungry and you put the baby on your breast, the baby doesn't want to wait for 60 seconds for the whole process to take into action. So that can interfere. So if you know these things ahead of time and you're willing to take time and make effort, I can assure you that breastfeeding will be successful. Now, moms do ask me, is it okay to pump? Sure, if that can be a physical reassurance, you can pump. But no pump in the world is as strong as your baby's suck. Now, I also get asked about, can we use a pacifier? So pacifier can interfere with latching process. Once you know that the baby has successfully learned how to latch, you can give the pacifier, but until then it's best avoided. Some tips for moms who want to pump is the simple principle behind breastfeeding is the more you take, the more you make. So the more frequently you empty your breast, you will keep making. So initially, until you establish a good amount of flow, I would encourage moms to pump at regular intervals at least every 2 to 3 hours. And once you have established the flow, you can do it according to your convenience. I hope these tips will help you in your breastfeeding journey. If you have more such questions which need to be answered, please make sure you comment in the section below, and we'll be more than glad to answer your questions and address your concerns. Thank you and have a wonderful day.